Hello and welcome to the Business Solutions podcast, the show where we explore the courses, people and stories shaping learning at the University of Suffolk. Today we are talking about the Assistant Practitioner Apprenticeship, what it is, who it's for and the benefits of completing it. Joining me is Abby Davis, course lead here at the University of Suffolk. Welcome.
Thank you.
So Abby, could you tell me a little bit about yourself and your role at the university?
Yeah, I am a registered nurse. That's my background, particularly in community nursing. I am a lecturer here in health apprenticeships, and I'm taking over the course lead role for the Assistant Practitioner Apprenticeship very soon. So
Fabulous. So what inspired you to get involved in developing and leading in the Assistant Practitioner Apprenticeship?
Well, I have worked with APs as part of an integrated nursing and therapy community team. They have been some of the most, holistic and knowledgeable and skilled practitioners that I've had the pleasure of working with. So when the opportunity came up, I really wanted to jump at the chance to help create a pathway that really values their experience and their knowledge and helps them to nurture their own potential. And it's an opportunity to kind of help equip learners with the tools to make a real difference to their communities.
Fabulous. So for listeners who may not be familiar, what exactly is the Assistant Practitioner Apprenticeship?
So it's a 2-year work-based program. We blend some academic learning with a work-based course. It's designed to develop skilled and compassionate practitioners who can work across a range of health and care settings. So here at the University of Suffolk, we're developing 2 different pathways for this course within the generic assistant practitioner course. The first is primarily around rehabilitation, and the second pathway will include some creative health aspects as well, to give a wider array of skills for those practitioners. So we cover different aspects of clinical knowledge, so anatomy and physiology and long-term conditions. We'll consider some practical skills like care planning and communication and how to practice safely and effectively. We'll also look at professional behaviours like teamwork and accountability, and of course, delivering person-centered, compassionate care. And so when practitioners leave, when they've completed the course, they'll go away with a level 5 qualification.
Brilliant. Okay, lovely. So it does cover a lot. So who is the apprenticeship actually designed for? So what kind of roles will it actually support?
Yeah, so the assistant practitioner apprenticeship is quite wide-ranging, really, in terms of the roles that you might be doing if you were going to come on board. For people working in care or support worker roles who might be looking for their next step or, to underpin their existing practical skills with an understanding of the theory and the evidence base around nursing care and therapy. And I think I would say it supports quite a wide range of sectors. You could be working in an acute hospital, you might be working in community service or in a care home or hospice, or even one in creative health as a support worker for people in those kinds of services. So it's actually a really unique opportunity to kind of tailor your development around the needs of the service and the community you already work in.
Fabulous. So, what kind of skills and experience is somebody that's going to be doing this apprenticeship likely to gain from coming on board with this?
Yeah, so you will go away with quite a strong foundation in both acute and long-term care. So we'll be focusing quite a lot on rehabilitation and helping patients and clients develop lifelong skills, empowering them to care for themselves. We'll also be offering enrichment activities throughout the course on top of the curriculum, so additional stuff to help widen people's skills and knowledge base. And learners will also get to undertake placements, so they will be tailored to their employed roles, but going somewhere new and taking their skills into a new setting is a great way, I think, of building confidence and adaptability, and then also a deep understanding of person-centered care across lots of different settings.
What could they get out of their further career progression by going on this apprenticeship?
Absolutely. It might be that you're very happy in your current role and you just want to take some time to kind of embed those skills and that knowledge and just underpin it with some of the theory and the evidence. You might be interested in taking a next step by undertaking some more study. perhaps, doing a nursing degree or a physio degree or something along those lines. The assistant practitioner qualification is really wide ranging and it can take you in lots of different directions. I think that's one of the great things about it. It is wide ranging, but at the same time, you can really tailor it to where you are working and the kind of care that you are giving in your employed role.
So how is this apprenticeship delivered?
So it is a blended model. So I think I've mentioned a blended model before. So we combine the workplace learning with in-person teaching. So you might come to campus in Ipswich, and we also offer great kind of clinical simulation sessions in our building that's set up for clinical simulation. We also do some online study. So you might kind of work at home or in your local library or in your workplace to do some of that online learning, but it will be a mix. And one of the great things about that is that it can be very flexible and it can work quite well. We have students on other apprenticeship programs who lots of them have families and lots of them, busy at work and they're busy lives. Maybe they travel from quite far to come to campus. It's really important that apprenticeships are flexible and that they work for people. Otherwise, we won't encourage people to come onto them. So,
Because it's an apprenticeship, you're working at the same time. So it needs to be something that you can actually fit within your work and your home life. Because obviously this is a level 5. How long does it take to complete this apprenticeship?
So it's a 2-year apprenticeship. So in the first year, you work at a level 4, and then in the second year, you work at level 5. And then after that, there's a 3-month period in which you need to complete the apprenticeship assessment, previously known as the EPA. So 2 years and then 3 months just for your assessment on the end.
What are the entry requirements to be able to come onto this apprenticeship?
Typically, you are employed in a health or care role already, and you also need to have level 2 qualifications in English and maths. But that's it.
And why do you think apprenticeships, particularly in healthcare roles like this one, are so important right now?
I'm a really big fan of apprenticeships. I think they are so, so important because they are a really powerful way to grow our workforce in health and care, which is struggling with workforce issues. An apprenticeship really recognises the value of extensive experience and the knowledge that staff already have. And it's about investing in those people who already have all of this great knowledge and experience. And it really speaks to a lot of national, but also institutional targets around widening participation at university. I speak to students all the time who say, I can't believe I'm at university, when actually, I never thought I would get to go to university. And apprenticeships allows that. And I think one of the really important, critical things about that is that the workforce then will reflect the people that we care for. And apprenticeships are just really vital for building a resilient and inclusive health and care system.
I completely agree. I'm a great advocate of apprenticeships, obviously. How do you think the apprenticeships actually fit within the wider mission of the university in supporting the workforce? What do you think is the actual benefit for the university in the wider section?
The university does really have a commitment to widening participation in higher education. It also has a great commitment to supporting local workforce needs, and apprenticeships in Suffolk are really growing all the time. And we are able as a university to develop a workforce and invest in a workforce that is already there and just needs a little bit of support. So I think one of the great things about apprenticeships also is that we co-create the curriculum. So we work with local health and care providers to develop a curriculum that really reflects the needs of the patients and clients and the system as a whole. Overall, it's about empowering communities to build themselves and to support themselves. Apprenticeships is a really brilliant way of providing high quality but accessible learning.
The facilities that we have on campus is just amazing as well. Even if you're not doing healthcare, it's actually worthwhile coming around just to look at the facilities that we've got. So if someone is listening today is interested, how can they or their employer enroll somebody onto this course?
Yeah, so best place to go is our website. So it's uos.ac.uk. And if you click on degree apprenticeships, you will find information about all the different apprenticeships that we do and also how to apply as well.
Fabulous. And finally, what's the one key takeaway you'd like listeners to remember about the assistant practitioner apprenticeship?
For me, it's that it is a really transformative opportunity. I think it's about valuing your existing experience and your existing knowledge, but it also then gives you something else as well. It enhances what you've already got, it enhances your skills and opens a lot of doors to a meaningful career in health and care.
Thank you so much for joining us and telling us all about the apprenticeship. It sounds absolutely brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye.